Ladies, gentlemen, and MVs, we apologize about the very late start, but we're actually going to be kicking straight into the Valpo Overwatch versus Ohio Wesleyan. There's been so many things happening in the booth here with all the gameplay changes and mic changes that we have. As you're going to see, we do have the new characters active, as you are going to have a sub for the Valpo varsity team. Cry coming in for DPS. We also moved Fusic back to, as our other DPS, and we're going to have Atlas at our tank, right? Obviously, a little bit of an off roll and one new sub, but just switching it around a little bit as we hop, midway into, I'm pretty sure this is game 3, if this is on push.
I think it is game 3 at this point.
Yes.
Obviously, our thing's going to be wrong. I don't know what map or who won what, but
yes. We are.
So ignore the map one at the top.
Yeah, we apologize about that. We are coming in at the final hour to try and give you the most varsity Overwatch content that we can right now. Even if God does not want us to air this game, we will air it anyways. That is how hard we're working in the booth here to get together. As Fusic going to be the first pick. They are going to be able to trade off, though. You're going to see Anra going invincible there. It's going to be huge. A big thing, right? Obviously, coming in pretty late here, but new characters are live, right? We have all 5 ready to go. And Anran, one of the winners of, I feel like, buffs, especially, being hotfixed and then also getting another buff in this last patch to both E and, both her shift and her E. So I feel like as a big winner, definitely a flex option that you can run. Again, another burn character, so Kiriko stocks go up, but you're going to have the beat dropped as well for Valpo. It looks to just save Atlas to keep them out of the corner. Not so much an offensive beat, but more so just keep the tank alive, allow them to re-engage on another fight. NA School Stuff going to get stuck on this corner here. The Reaper almost being able to pick him off, but it's really going to be a battle of first pick here. Atlas does not want to give this spot up on the top right, but you have so much high ground on the side of, Ohio Wesleyan that, yeah, you're just kind of stuck right there. And Meepo jumps in and Suzer's right there, but not going to be able to save him. And now kind of in a rough spot as Fusic is going to get forced off, grab the big pack, and then back up. Reaper is just grabbing a lot of space that Valpo is kind of split off. It was able to save Meepo, though. At least pulling back here, and you see Cry and NA School Stuff kind of escort Meepo back to that corner. But now you have Fusic on the flank right there, and Reaper with that really aggressive TP in, but not having any Wraith up or available. So Cry and Fusic just going to make quick work of that, and now you're going to see a lot of damage coming out from the corner as Atlas is looking to engage off this top bus. There's the shot right there. You're going to try and just pull back. You have the gates open from the backside, and that's a lot of damage. Sky jumps in. You're going to have Ramatra pop ult to try and counter it, but 2 are already down. That's going to be 3, and all that's left is Ramatra on point. Just gets shredded straight through it. Both gates open. The Ramatra ult is not going to be enough for Ohio Wesleyan. This Valpo, just too much damage and way too quick of a burst to be able to handle that. Whew. No, we are moving quickly here. Obviously, you're going to have 105 meters on the point. Still 4 minutes left, so a lot of time for Ohio Wesleyan to work. But you're going to see just tagging out these flankers is going to be so huge for this Valpo team, especially because when you have Anran is rare because it's kind of a flex DPS that does amazing area damage. Anran has such good area control and movement that if you can control those off angles and limit Reaper to, being able to go second, as you're going to have the beat drop for Ohio Wesleyan and the Reaper ult. Reaper ult's going to be able to pick off one, and then another shot, Atlas's ult, not going to be able to save him there as immediately getting shot out. Fusic at least winning his ones before getting back, but Valpo's going to be forced to disengage here. Not really wanting to spend much more into this count, right? And, Meepo trying to delay as much as they can. Cry giving a nice jump to target right there. Be able to save again, but now coming back on this side, right, we're going to have to be careful. The OC is open, but you do have the Anran ult. And obviously what's fun about Anran ult is that it is a revive or it is a damage. Personally, I like using it for the damage. As you're going to see Cry, jump to the back right there and finds a huge ult. Going to be able to hit 3 right there. And it's cool stuff, getting a bump off to finish off that kill. Reaper falling low, getting the TP for a little bit of invulnerability. Not falling yet. And Atlas is actually going to die first. Reaper was able to get out for at least a little bit longer to delay that before falling. And that's going to make this an even fight. So Valpo going to have to be careful about taking this on the back end. The Suzu is out, so now it's time to push. You can set them aflame, and it's time to move right now. You have the damage on Ramatra. You have to be a bit careful. It does get the healing out, and a really nice target selection right there from Cry. Going to be able to find the first one, looking for the second one, and the team follows up with that. A great fight for Valpo, being able to take out that OC that we were talking about. Although Ramatra's building ult, Valpo is in a great spot right here with Sound Barrier. Whew. But no, we have an engage right there on the side. Fusick instantly getting shot out. I feel like it's a little bit rough, right? Obviously, you're trying to go for some kind of high ground. So when Reaper's just sitting around the corner, not much you can do. But now Valpo gonna have to give it up a little bit. You don't have to give the craziest space. Probably just play around the corner here because you don't want Sojourn playing on that high ground. But yeah, you're gonna have the gates dropped out from around the corner, just trying to keep Atlas alive. 200 health, taking so much damage up right now. There's a lot of ult charge given her as they're going to push around, but it works out because Fusick is going to win the damage trade, and now Cry jumps around the corner. The one thing about Onron is that you have a surprising amount of frontline damage. I feel like the moment that you start critting, it's really, really dangerous, but you're going to have gates over the side of Wesleyan, but then the beat and Visor right here, going to be able to finish off one, looking for the second one in the back line, going to get a little bit distracted, looking for Reaper, gets the right click, Reaper forcing the, what's called, Wraith out, does get the health pack, looking for the shot right there. Oh my goodness! That's my tank player. That's my tank player right there. Just don't ask about the aim. I believe in him. I believe in him. But no, Fusick now walking back. You have the team grouped, and they're going to be approaching on this final one. It's going to be big because you have Ramacho coming out from both sides. You don't have the sound barrier, though. Ohio Wesleyan does have the ultimate advantage going into this corner, as immediate shot right there is just going to burst out Atlas before even popping the ult or having a chance to. And honestly, I'm fine with that. I think if you're going to die to that ult early, don't sacrifice anything. Your team disengages. You get a little bit more time. What's it called? 133 on the point on the point as well. So you're in a pretty good spot. I feel like you just have to be able to play that, right? It's kind of the rule where when you're winning like that and they spend an ult to stop your push, if you don't blow anything else in that, you can easily just ult and take it right back, right? It's the power is in your hand again, so you're gonna have to see how Valpo wants to play this. The flame is just gonna be enough, and then immediately crit. I like this ult in the background there, just blowing everything. Gonna force the sound barrier out, but Atlas has the Ramacho ult coming down the side. It's gonna be Ramacho ult for Ramacho ult, and it's cool stuff on the wall, trying to stay alive. Does get the beat, but not gonna be able to drop it. I'm glad he didn't Ajax it. I would have Ajaxed that if it was me, but Cry just doing work on this backline right now, trying to even out these trades for Valpo. Pushing to the corner. You're seeing Cry kind of be able to, engage and dash in when they want. It just, sometimes it's a little bit rough not having damage fall off because Ramacho just cuts off so much of that space. You really don't have another place to play. So now going to be able to grab the big pack. Atlas looking for a re-engage, and it's overtime now, so they're looking for the back. There's the first shot right there. Oh my goodness, Soldier falling so low, but not dying. Meepo's actually gonna get the first kill. Meepo with a second kill, looking for the third. Oh my goodness, looking for the fourth one. Give it to him. Never mind. Cry's got that one. All that's left is the Soldier in the back line. The overtime clicking down, and Valpo with a win on push in overtime here, being able to make it GG's, and I think that might be series. So it might have been a quick cast here in the booth. I just want to make sure Apex Shadow on Ohio Wesleyan being able to finish out that. We apologize about that, but I think it's honestly it's kind of funny. But yeah, this Ramacho ult is just so deadly, especially when you play into dive comps. It's so punishing that whenever you can get any kind of angle off, it makes it really, really strong. But we're going to see here what they want to do. We seem very zoomed in as well. If you as a little bit of background here, we had to completely replace the PC today.
Yeah, I mean, a complete new PC. We swapped it out. We tried to force through with the old one after game 1. Then between game 2 and 3, we were swapping PCs, and then trying to get everything, and then there was an Overwatch update, and I mean, it's just one thing after another. I'm surprised we even actually got into any of it.
It's resilience, It's the fact that George here in the booth never gave up, even after Overwatch, wanted to make him give up. But like we were talking about at the end of that, that is actually game 3. So although it was a very, very short stream, I'm happy that we at least got to catch a little bit of whoa.
We're super zoomed in.
Yeah. It's the solo cast now, but no, we're just trying to fix everything up. Our next stream will have
it'll look like normal.
Yeah. We'll be back to normal. We apologize about this, but thank you for the really, really quick tune in. Thank you for the support. Thank you to any VOD watchers. You're gonna wonder why the VOD is 5 minutes long. This is why. Sorry about that. Hello. But we will catch you guys at the start of our next stream.
I did it, but I don't even know where the end button is.
It's on the stop stream.
Well, yeah, but I was looking for ours.
Dang.